Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant, good Saturday afternoon here inside the Jamestown Civic Center. This is our third place contest of the 2026 North Dakota Division A Girls State Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, featuring the Kindred Vikings and alongside the Thompson Tommies. Still to come on our pregame show, we'll hear from Sam Brandt from Kindred. We'll hear from Jason Brand of the Thompson Tommies. We'll recap what happened earlier today here at the State A Girls Basketball Tournament, where 8 through 5, we know those placings. Now it's just a matter about 4 through 1 and where they will go. A chance to win here and win 2 games here at the state tournament and be a top 3 team at state is on the line here between Thompson and Kindred. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back with more after this inside the Jamestown Civic Center.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a Bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
As we come back here on our pregame show today from the Jamestown Civic Center here on yourliveevent.com. This is the 2026 State A Girls Basketball Tournament, and go to irieins.com to get a free code. Started today. Earlier here in the fifth place game, able to see the Rugby Panthers and the Hazen Bison. Hazen won with a 42-36 victory. Lauren Dahl made the game-winning 3 here for the Hazen Bison. She finished with 17 points and 6 rebounds. And then in the seventh place game, Devils Lake shot the lights up. They shot 60% from the floor, got up by a quick double-digit lead early on in the contest, and defeated Watford City 76-54. In that contest, Miss Presley Brown had 20 points and 9 rebounds in the win for the Devils Lake Firebirds. So Watford City 8th, Devils Lake 7th. 6 comes to the Rugby Panthers, and 5th goes to the Hazen Bison. That's a look at their 5 through 8. We'll see what 4 and 3 has in store, and alongside the championship with Valley City and South Prairie Max. The Kindred Vikings head coach is Sam Brandt with a mark of 20 wins and 6 losses on the season, while for the Thompson Tommies head coach is Jason Brand with a mark of 22-4 on the year. These two teams met earlier this season back in Thompson. It was a 78-47 win at home for Thompson right after the holiday break early on in January. The Tommies will try to go 2-0 against the Vikings this year, while Kindred will look to split the favor and then try to finish a 3rd place here with a win. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's going on across the state of North Dakota in EDC, WDA, and State B girls basketball. That and more still to come before our coaches' conversation here today from the Jamestown Civic Center.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we continue here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home to auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com. Take a look at games from earlier today here across the state of North Dakota. In girls basketball, EDC play. Your two state qualifiers, Red River defeats West Fargo Cheyenne 87-79 as Kent Ripplinger and the Rough Riders will make their way. They will be the 4 seed entering the state tournament. Fargo Shanley downs West Fargo 86-68. The Deacons will be the 3 seed at 2-1 to be determined as Horace goes up against Fargo Davies in the EDC championship. Out west, the number 2 seed of Mandan into the state tournament with a win over Jamestown 57-44, and the 6 seed of Legacy upends the 4 seed of Bismarck 51-44. So Mandan moves into the state tournament alongside with Legacy. Century and Minot will play in the state in the West Region WDA championship a little bit later on here tonight. Class B state tournament, 7th place game. Flasher gets by Edgeley Cullum Hillier 40-24. Currently in action right now, it's Lytton HMB Washburn. That'll be for 5th. The 3rd place game is Benson County Berthold. Then the championship of Central McLean and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. So that's a look at the girls basketball tournament from across both the state B, WDA, and the EDC. We'll take a break, and we come back after this. We'll get into our coaches conversation. We'll hear from Sam Brandt. We'll hear from Jason Brand, all ahead of our starting lineup. Sam, the opening tip today here from the Civic as the Thompson Tommies looking to improve to 23-4 with a win here on the season, while for the Kindred Vikings looking to improve to 21-6 on the year. For Kindred, one senior playing in her final game. That is Liza Trembeth for the birthday girl as well. So happy birthday goes out to Liza Trembeth here for the lone senior on the roster. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, you got 6 of them with Nora Goulet, Addie Sage, Claire Colling, Kaya Hurst, Nyla Goulet, and Abigail Olson here, the 6 seniors playing for Thompson their final time when it comes to high school girls basketball. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll dive into their coaches' conversation. That is next here inside the Jamestown Civic Center.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Our Peterson Farm Seed Reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm Seed Reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today inside the Jamestown Civic Center, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, it's the Kindred Vikings going up against the Thompson Tommies. Joining us from the Kindred perspective is their head coach, Sam Brandt. Sam, always an opportunity to try to finish the season on a win is the one thing. We talked about Liza being the lone senior as well, but what's the one biggest message to this team as you go into a third-place game and still have a chance to be a top-3 team here in the state of North Dakota?
The grade 8 proved everybody wrong. It's not really about numbers. It's about how hard you work, the effort you put in, and how well a group of 8 kids can come out and do what they did this year. It's unbelievable.
As you take a look at Thompson, there's been a rivalry, obviously, with them for quite so many years here on the eastern side of the state. Not a region rival, but a team that you play consistently throughout the year, and it seems like you found ways to play each other at state tournaments. So when you think of a Jason, Brent, Thompson, Tommy team here, Sam, what just kind of comes to mind from your perspective?
They're always so disciplined. Jason does such a great job. They have tough defense. They're gritty. So it's just going to be about us being able to handle the physicality, contain Addie Sage, and play our way a little bit.
As you take a look at Collins McQuillan, she hit 3 threes in the fourth quarter, kind of when you needed it a little bit. Just kind of what did you see from her performance, especially when she hit that first one? All of a sudden that shooter's mentality really came through for Collins last night here, Sam.
Yeah, it's so fun. Everyone has the capability. We talked about not looking at it such a big picture as like small goals. Everyone can get 2 layups a quarter, and that's 16 points at the end of the game. So for her to go out there and do it and be able to open some things up and pull the defense out, it was just clutch. We call her Cash Money Collins for a reason.
As you move forward here, Sam, obviously the last game, 32 minutes of basketball, but what's one thing you want to see from this team one more time out here for this version of 2025-26 Kindred Vikings girls basketball here, Sam?
I want them to battle. I want them to play physical. I want them to play their way 4 more quarters and just have a ton of fun doing it.
Yeah, last thing is South Prairie similar to Thompson in terms of the style. Does it kind of remind you of a team that you're going to see back-to-back nights here?
Yeah, game prepping today, it felt very similar. Maybe not as big. Rebounding is maybe a different factor tonight than it was last night. So we're ready to go. It's about how well we can handle it back-to-back and our legs and sleep. But the girls are excited for 4 more quarters.
Hey, Sam, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight against Thompson.
Yeah, thanks, Chase.
That again, Sam Brandt, head coach for the Kindred Vikings.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
As we continue on the pregame show here today inside the Jamestown Civic Center, it's Thompson Tommy squaring off with the Kindred Vikings here in day number 3, and a chance to finish on the season on a high note with a win. Joining us from the Thompson perspective is their head coach, that's Jason Brennan. Jason, your girls definitely didn't quit yesterday at all. Came out, got things going there offensively a little bit in the second half, but anytime you play a quality team, as you know, getting down double digits is a tough hill to climb. But what did you see from your team for 32 minutes of basketball yesterday here, Jason?
Well, I'll tell you what, we were proud of the effort. Our second quarter was not good. I think we scored 2 points in the quarter, and the fact that we were only down 11 at that point was something that we talked about in the locker room and how we just need to turn it on a little bit. And we knew we'd start hitting a few shots at some point. In the second half we did, but it was a situation where they get you down like that and you have to switch out of your zone defense and go with a man-to-man just to get more pressure on them. And at that point, the size advantage they have can really hurt you. So overall, I loved their fight. It's really too bad that we had to get beaten that one. I know everybody feels this way, but we're really proud of the senior crew. They've led us a long way in a long time now. So hated the seed for them, but hopefully now today they can come out here and end it with a W.
We'll talk about the senior 6 here in a moment, but first let's talk about Kindred. They're not a region rival, but it seems like you play them all the time in the regular season, and obviously now you've seen them in the postseason. So what's a Sam Brandt, a Jason Brent, what's that kind of like? Obviously from the Perry Piot stage to where we are now with this Kindred Thompson, I guess you could say East region rivalry a little bit here in the state of North Dakota, Jason.
Yeah, it does feel that way. We really enjoy playing Kindred, and I know they've told us the same. It's a situation where it's always competitive games, which is what we like. That's how you get better as a team and grow, is by playing good teams. So, what do we expect? We expect their 1-3-1 defense. We expect a lot of ball screening and rolling for Trenbeth and Ipstead, and they're a talented bunch. So we just got to make sure that we go out there and take care of ourselves. It'd be nice to maybe move the ball around a little bit more than we did in the first half yesterday on the offensive side, and defensively just got to be aware where those two are at all times.
As you take a look at this senior class here, Jason, and just more importantly, this group of girls, still got one more game. Obviously, you want to end on a high note, but what do you think is something that they've left for future Thompson Tommy basketball programs, moving forward here as they kind of wrap up their senior year here from the basketball standpoint?
Well, I was watching after the game, and it was a really tough one after the game last night, and I was watching all the little girls, little kids in general, coming up and hugging them. That just tells you that, one, they're available. Those kids feel comfortable going up to them. So, that's a big thing in our school and in our community. And two, there's a lot of kids that look up and want to be like them. We do Saturday morning, like basketball camps during the season, and our girls go help at that. So, they're definitely role models, and just what they've done for our program is they brought it to the next level. They really have, We maybe haven't stood on that peak yet, but this crew has definitely touched the peak, and it's something that I think we're going to continue to try to grow to, finally get up at that point. And when we do get there, these girls are going to be a big part of it, whether they're still playing or not, obviously.
Hey, Jason, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here today against the Vikings.
All right, thanks, Chase.
And again, Jason Brent, head coach for the Thompson Tommies, with us here on our pregame show.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
That does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. Started today. Chase Miller with you, and the broadcast on this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's now time to get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. For the Kindred Vikings, they'll roll like this for head coach Sam Brandt with the senior forward in Liza Trimbett, the senior athlete of the year in Region 1. A all-region selection, the sophomore forward in Sierra Nipstead. Ivy Trimbett, Liza's younger sister, the sophomore at 5'9", with Kate Odegaard, the 5'7" sophomore. Collins McQuillan, the 5'9" sophomore guard here today for Kindred. Again, Liza Trembeth, Sierra Nipstead, Ivy Trembeth, Kate Odegaard, and Collins McQuillan. Sam Brandt, the head coach for Kindred, with a mark of 20 wins and 6 losses here on this season. Now to the Thompson Tommies. Head coach is Jason Brand. They'll roll like this. Andy Schwab, a junior guard. Andy Schwab in the backcourt, followed by Jenna Schwabe, a junior guard as well here for Jason Brand. Addison Sage, the senior Addie, here the senior athlete of the year in Region 2. Claire Colling, an all-region selection in Region 2 for the senior, and another senior in Kaya Hurst, another all-region selection, and she was the Region 2 senior athlete of the year in volleyball for head coach Lisa Strand. Again, Schwab, Schwabe, Sage, Colling, and Hurst. Jason Brenn, the head coach of the Thompson Tommies, with a mark of 22-4 on the season. That's our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Vikings out in their blue attire, the black numerals and lettering outlined in white. Kindred across the front wall for the Thompson Tommies out in their white attire here today with the green numerals. Tommies across the front in green, outlined in black here today for the Thompson Tommies. You win this game, you go out on a high note. You can be the top 3 team in the state, and also from there win 2 games here at a state tournament. You lose this game, still a really good year, just you finished the last 2 years on a couple of losses. Both of these 2 teams are really good storied programs for both Jason Brandon alongside Sam Brandt here for the Kindred Vikings. And take a look at next year from a Kindred perspective. You lose just 1 senior, so everyone comes back from the roster that is now, and then it's a matter of what gets added for Sam Brandt. While on the opposite side here for Jason Brandon, this Thompson Tommy club, going to be a couple names that are going to be almost staples for this program for the last 3 to maybe 4 years that are going to be gone, and they'll look a little bit different next season in the starting lineup. 3 seniors and then 2 juniors, so they'll have a couple of definitely scorers to replace when it comes to Sage and Hurst, and a really good defensive performance last night for Claire Colling, trying her best to outmuscle Katie Burchell on the interior. As we get you ready for the opening tip, it's the 3rd place game here at the Jamestown Civic Center. Opening tip at 3:08, and we're underway for the 3rd place contest as the basketball going to come out right towards us here as Andy Schwab is ready for the steeplechase there by Andy Schwab, as this one will make its way to Ivy Trembeth across the way. One time in media row, someone's going to jump on over and try to get into the loose ball as that one hits right in front of us. With it now, it's going to be Kindred. McQuillan lost it off of her foot. It's loose and coming away with it. Going to be a steal. Goes Schwabe. Schwabe to the paint. Over Liza Trembeth, up and in for 2. Opening 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard goes to Jenna Schwabe here. And the Thompson Tommies are on the board. Liza Trembeth takes it left and its side, goes to Odegaard. Odegaard at the left baseline now will take a dribble back to Liza. Trembeth sees it left and its side, trying to get by Colleen. Double team comes. Liza step through, lost the balance, threw it up, and it will be Kaya Hurst that comes away with it. Hurst going the other side of the floor, wants to push in transition for Thompson as Thompson sees this one up and in for 2. Good looking start here for the Thompson Tommies as they have a 4-0 advantage. Sierra Nipstead will bring this in the front court, right-handed side here for Kindred as they will handle it on the skip to the left wing. Couple of dribbles for the Vikings as they will handle this right-handed side back to Liza. Liza, top of the key, able to leave it left pocket. Here's the Odegaard 3, book it! Kate Odegaard with the 3, her 2nd of the tournament, and the Kindred Vikings are on the board at the 6:45 mark. There's a steal. Sierra Nipstead will come away with it. Nipstead going right on Hurst, high off the window, up and in for 2. So 4 straight points by Thompson, matched by 5 straight points early on here for the Kindred Vikings as Kindred takes their first lead of the quarter. Kaya Hurst front court now for Thompson as Kindred, as they've done, going to stay in this 1-3-1. Sage right-handed side. Needs 3 threes to hit 100 on the season here for Addie Sage as they leave it to Colleen. Colleen left wing to the baseline to Hurst. Hurst is going to drive, makes her way high off the window, can't get it to go. Rebound loose on the interior, going out of bounds will be Ivy Trembeth, and it will remain Thompson basketball. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, share their heritage with their future in locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Sage with the basketball, going to pop in as she tried to jump with it and slip it to the baseline. A turnover here for Thompson, their second early on here in this contest. South Prairie Max and Valley City will be the championship game later tonight. Highlanders looking to go back-to-back. South Prairie Max looking for their first championship in program history. Ball will make its way to Liza Trembeth, rips it through. Kaya Hurst was trying to take the charge. Trembeth jumper from the right wing then is going to go long. Schwabe will come away with it. It's a 2-on-1. Schwabe to the paint, off the window, right-handed scoop, no. Rebound is going to be tousled for and won by Colleen as McQuillan Woods draped around her. Here goes Schwab on the reverse. Left-handed pass to Schwabe inside the paint. It's on the deck. Odegaard throws it off a shin of Colleen, and Liza Trembeth will come away with it. As Trembeth was looking up the floor to Nipstead and then thought better of it. As Liza brings it up the floor, left-handed side now to Ivy. Trembeth will see this back to her sister Liza. Liza, 2 hard dribbles to the paint, looking for the reversal. There's a foul. Andy Schwab will pick up the foul, her first and the team's first. And free throws upcoming here for the Kindred Vikings and the senior forward in Liza Trembeth. Media timeout on the floor. 5:23 left to play in the opening quarter. It's the Kindred Vikings up by 1.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Media timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Nodec Insurance Chris Moan Agency. Your agents with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County, that is Chris Moan. After the media timeout, to the free throw line goes Liza Trembeth after the foul on Andy Schwab, her first. Liza free throw swirls on out as Trembeth is now 6 of 8 from the free throw line here in this state tournament. Sam Brent, the head coach of the Vikings, Jason Bren, the head coach of the Tommies. They both talked about how they like to play each other throughout the course of the regular season, even though as non-region foes, because you normally get a quality game and can learn something, win or lose, in a non-region contest. As the rebound comes down, Hurst off her backside, able to zip it out to Schwab. Now to Sage, left pocket, 3, bucket. Addie Sage with the 3, her first of the night. She's got 98 triples now on the season, and the Thompson Tommies lead it by 2. Liza Trembeth will handle this one to the high post to Odegaard. Odegaard looking for the high low to Nipstead, now to Ivy. There's a 3-pointer up in the answer. Ivy Trembeth gets the answer 3 here for the Kindred Vikings, who made their second in the quarter, and Kindred now regains the advantage by 1. Thompson breaks the press into the contest. Nora Goulet. Goulet leaves it right-hand side to Hurst. Hurst takes a couple hard dribbles. Double team comes and will get a foul across, as this will go on Ivy Trembeth. So Ivy with the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. And we'll see a substitution as Abigail Olsen will come in for the Tommies, while Kindred will bring Starcevic and alongside Mathis into the game here for the Vikings. Kaya Hurst on the inbounds. We'll see this one up top to Goulet, as Goulet will handle this in the backcourt. Looks for a teammate with Schwab. Liza Trembeth gets the steal. Trembeth makes her way to the paint, gets fouled, and Liza will shoot 2. Goulet thought that there might have been an over and back, kind of almost stopped with it for a second. Then by the time she tried to find a teammate, Liza Trembeth was in a full sprint to get the backcourt steal, and she was able to do so as the Vikings head to the free throw line. Now, sometimes you worry about these teams who play in a third-place game how quickly can you get involved in the contest, as it's obviously not the game that you would like to be a part of here in a state tournament, but both teams settling in nicely in the opening couple of minutes as Liza Trembeth able to hit both free throw attempts. 4 different Vikings have scored in the quarter, led by the 3 of Ivy Trembeth and the 3 of Kate Odegaard. Olsen breaks the press right-handed side Hurst. Hurst on the right short corner, able to dribble it back now to Olsen as they leave it to Schwab. Schwab here at the right wing, looking to skip it on the interior to Olsen. She's going to leave it left-handed side. 3-pointers long on the way by Goulet. It's loose. Hurst tips it out now to Sage. Sage will give it back to Goulet. Left of the key, rainbow triple. That goes long. Rebound to Nipstead. And Nipstead wants to get out and push. Kindred, this is where they're lethal as well in transition. Look at the ankle cross with the left hand. Scoop by Sierra. Can't finish. Rebound to Schwab. Outlet up the floor to Sage. Sage going right by Liza Trembeth. High off the window. No. Rebound. Put back Goulet. Yes. Nora Goulet gets in the scoring column here. The Tommies got 4 different players in the scoring column early in the opening 4 minutes. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 10-9 Kindred. Liza Trembeth on this weave now to Mathis. Mathis will give it back to Nipstead. 3-pointer for the answer short. Rebound to Sage. Sage will handle it now for Thompson. There's a Tommies with Sage see it left hand side. Nipstead gets the deflection and the steal as Nipstead will go one-on-one with Sage from the right block off the window. Got it and got it to go. Nipstead now with 4, and the Vikings lead it by 3. So far, the one bugaboo in this contest has been the turnovers. 5 here for Thompson. Schwab will handle it now to Olsen. Olsen zips it to the baseline. Here's a Hurst right pocket triple. Tickles the twine across the way. Therefore, Kaya Hurst. Hurst is now 43 pointers on the season, her 8th of the tournament, and we're tied at 12 apiece. Nipstead will handle it with under 3 minutes to play here in the quarter as Sierra calls out the offense. As Nipstead able to make her way right-handed side. Here's McQuillan, right pocket, baseline triple. That goes long. Rebound comes out to Addie Sage. Sage will see this up the floor now to Goulet. Goulet, left wing, takes the dribble. Goulet crossing back over right to left, left-handed side. Goulet looking for the skip pass, finds it to Hurst on the right pocket 3 for Kaya again. Short rebound, put back Schwab, no. It's a board by Starcevic, and Kaya comes away with a rebound as now the Kindred Vikings looking to take the lead. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter of this third-place contest. Trembeth, little pick and pop action in Nipstead. Nipstead rolls it through, splits a double left-handed scoop for 2. Sierra Nipstead now with 6. The paint opened up and Sierra took full advantage of it as the Vikings and the Tommies back and forth we go here in this first quarter. Schwab goes behind the back, couple of dribbles here on Sierra. Schwab makes her way inside, drive kick to the baseline. Sage will rise, the 3-pointer goes long. Nipstead trying to get the rebound, eventually does as Goulet takes a tumble. Nipstead, right-handed hip-high dribble to the paint, off the window, off the iron. Rebound though to Mathis, kick out Liza Trembeth, pocket on the left wing, triple goes long as Sage will come away with it. Sage weaving her way in the front court. Sage will dribble it back out here for Thompson. And Addie looking for a 3-pointer, left wing, college range triple short. Rebound tip to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth outlet to Nipstead as Nipstead wants to push the other side of the floor. Sierra makes her way off the window, off the iron, no. Or it's going to be loose. Nipstead comes away with it as Nipstead inside the paint. A little baby hook is up and in. And Sierra Nipstead now has 8 and a timeout on the floor. 1:06 left to play here in the first quarter. It's the Kindred Vikings 16, the Thompson Tommies 12 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 16-12, the Kindred Vikings with the advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you from the Buffalo City. A reminder, we'll have coverage of the Region 1A and Region 2A boys basketball tournaments on Monday. The 2A tournament will be from Mayville State, video coverage, while the 1A tournament will be audio-only coverage from the Shack on Monday afternoon, but we'll have it for you right here on YLE. Olsen on the inside as they break the press, give the assist to Schwabe, and Abigail Olsen, one of the seniors, 6 here for Thompson, able to get on the board. Tommy's back within 2. Liza Trembeth, right wing triple, short. Rebound comes down to Sage. Sage wants to get out in the transition to Kaya Hurst, tipped, deflected off of last touch here off the Kindred Vikings. Good job, though, for Odegaard hustling back as we see Peterson into the game, the 5'7" freshman guard here for Kindred. Vikings in a match out of the turnover for, off the deflection, a little man defense. Shot is missed by Olsen. Kaya Hurst gets on the deck. Olsen gets on the deck. Peterson gets on the deck. The arrow favors for Thompson. Tommies to inbound the basketball as they do. Hurst will see this one. Able to zing it up top. They give it to Colleen. Left-hand side, Nipstead gets the deflection. Sage left wing. Schwabe. As Schwabe will see it back to Sage here. Couple of dribbles, wrap around pass to Colleen. Claire at the right wing, leaves it now to Sage. Sage will give it between the legs, gets to the free throw line, weaving her way to the baseline. Here's a right pocket three for Hurst, up and in. Kaya Hurst now with 8. That's her 9th triple of the tournament. And the Tommies lead it by 1. Left-handed side goes Mathis. Mathis left wing to Odegaard. Back to Nipstead with 3. Nipstead with 2. Nipstead with 1. Leaves it off. Odegaard to beat the horn off the backboard. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's the Thompson Tommies 17, the Kindred Vikings 16, as we make our way to quarter number 2 here in the Buffalo City.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Taking a look at the first quarter numbers. Kaya Hurst, a difference maker for the Thompson Tommies. 8 points and 2 threes. From there, Addie Sage with 3, and then you got 2 for Goulet, that's Nora, 2 for Schwabe, and 2 for Abigail Olsen. For the Kindred Vikings, led by the 8 of Sierra Nipstead. 3 points for Ivy Trembeth and Kate Odegaard, and 2 for Liza Trembeth here in this first quarter play. Kindred 2 of 4 from the free throw line with 2 threes. The Tommies have yet to shoot a free throw. They've hit 3 triples from beyond the arc here this afternoon for Thompson. Sierra Nipstead will handle the basketball here to open up the second stanza inside the Civic. Nipstead right-handed side to McQuillan. McQuillan lost it. Eddie Sage will see it out of bounds turnover here on the Kindred Vikings. Sage got her right hand right on top of the basketball, and it went down the left leg of McQuillan out of bounds as Thompson quickly gets a steal, and they will get the ball back. Back and forth, tied at 12. Kindred made a little run to get up to 16-12, and then the last 5 points of the quarter won by Thompson. Nipstead gets on the deck. We'll get a tie-up after she nearly got the steal for Schwab, and it will be Thompson basketball. Kaya Hurst to inbound, and I think they're going to talk it over. Was there enough of a possession change? And they say there will be, so they'll give a fresh 35 on the shot clock here. As the Tommies will see this one to Schwab. Schwab in the backcourt takes the dribble, looks for a teammate, finds one, Sage at the left wing. Kindred will be very active, looking to trap on the baseline and the wings that time, as Colleen will see this. Leaves it left and inside, Sage, bounce past the baseline. This one goes to Schwabi. Schwabi with it, and we get a ball out of bounds here for Schwabi on the far sideline. Turnover for the Tommies. We got them for their 6th of the contest. Also here today on YourLiveEvent.com, the Section 6A Boys Basketball Tournament. Josh Boyko has the call for Park Christian and Benson at 7 o'clock in Moorhead. And then we have continuous coverage throughout the day of the Section 8A Tournament in Thief River Falls for boys basketball. Nipstead, high post, takes it, leaves it now to Liza Trembeth. Kyer Hurst will come away with a steal. Hurst able to do so here, thrills it up the floor. Nice pass by Schwab to Schwabi. Schwabi put back off the window, good for 2. Andy Schwab levitated to make that pass to Schwabi. Schwabi eventually finishes. She's got 4, and the Tommies now on a run right now. Currently a 7-0 run here for Thompson. Trembett trying to change it. That goes short. Rebound here to Schwabi as Schwabi wants to push in transition. Home run pass to Schwab. Schwab one hard dribble off the window, good for 2, and make it a 9-0 run and a timeout here for Sam Brandt. 6:39 left to play in the first half. The Thompson Tommies with the lead by 5.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
High school basketball today here on YourLiveEvent.com as the Thompson Tommies have a 21-6 advantage here over the Kindred Vikings. It's a 9-0 run as it stands here for the last 2 minutes and 27 seconds of game action here to bookend or to start the second quarter and finish off the end of the first quarter here. So Vikings looking to get on the board right now as Thompson getting out and getting a couple of buckets, particularly on a transition game during this stretch. Mathis will see this one left-handed side to Starcevic. Starcevic will weave her way to Peterson. Peterson at the right wing, up and over the pass interior to Liza Trembeth. Spins from the baseline shot. No, Liza able to get the ball back. Turtle jumper for Trembeth is off the iron. Rebound here to Schwabi. Schwabi with the head of steam, right-handed side to Colleen. Claire will take this one. Bounce pass left-handed side. Hurst to the baseline. Here's the Sage Rainbow 3. Yes! Sage with the triple, her second 3, her 99th of the season, and the Tommies make it a 12-0 run. Mathis at the free throw line, gives it to Liza. Trembeth with it, double team comes as Trembeth looking to step through a turnaround jumper. There it is, it'll spell the run as Liza Trembeth gets her first field goal, but the Tommies want to push as they do to Colleen, and there's a foul. Colleen will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Emma Mathis picks up the foul, her first, team's first, and Colleen to the line, a 76% free throw shooter here for the Thompson Tommies. That's Thompson to the stripe for Colleen. This will be their first free throw attempt of the day is up. And as we'll see, the substitution here is Schwabi will check out. Coming in will be Jocelyn Oster, the sophomore. Free throw opportunity on the second. Here is in and out, no good from Colleen. Rebound to Nipstead, and we get a reach and foul here on Thompson. We got Hurst and alongside with Schwab. We'll see who the foul is on this. Will be on Kaya Hurst, as Hurst will pick up the foul. Her first, the team's first of the second quarter. You got one here for Goulet, Schwab, and Hurst. Well, for Kindred, you got one for Ivy, Trembeth, and Mathis so far in terms of fouls. Liza Trembeth inside Nipstead. Nipstead will see it to Mathis. Mathis makes her way to the paint, pickpocket steal as Kaya Hurst will come away with the basketball as she does in transition. Hurst crossing over, Nipstead on the guard, left and inside, calling up top. Here's a Colin Drain triple. Schwab, book it. Andy Schwab now with 5, and the Tommies This is their best shooting performance in the first half, and it's not even close in 3 games here inside the Jamestown Civic Center. Liza Trembeth, left-handed side. There's a near steal. Trembeth looking to get the wraparound pass. Turnover here is looking for Starcevich. So a turnover here for the Kindred Vikings. It'll be their 5th. As Collins McQuillan, Ivy Trembeth, and Kate Odegaard will check back in the lineup here for the Kindred Vikings. While for the Thompson Tommies, up by 8, looking to see if they can stretch this game out a little bit here midway through this second quarter of play. Schwab at the top. Kindred going to match up a little man pressure defense here now to Hurst. Hurst right-handed side with it, back to Schwab. Schwab makes a hard dribble to the paint, off the window, good for 2. Andy Schwab has 7 for the senior, all in this second quarter alone. Vikings will handle this one to the left wing. Couple of dribbles, slip pass down to Nipstead. Sarah at the top leaves the wing as they make it around the world to Liza. Trembeth, bounce pass. This one will work up top. Odegaard looking for a teammate, and we get an offensive foul, as this foul will be on Liza Trembeth on the illegal screen. Just wasn't set for Liza. That'll be her first, team second, with 4:27 to play here in the first half. Thompson Tommies, though, putting the ball through the cylinder. 17 points in the first quarter, 13 so far here in the second. Kindred 16 points in the first quarter, just 1 field goal by Liza Trembeth here in quarter number 2. Andy Schwab off the window, off the mark, no rebound, put back, Oster foul. Jocelyn Oster will toe the stripe to shoot 2 here for Thompson. Jared Micklejohn calling the foul. This will be on Ivy Trembeth, her second, team's 3rd, and 2 free throw attempts on the way here for Oster. Jocelyn, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw attempt on the first is up and good. Second free throw attempts upcoming here for Oster, as Tommies lead by 13 points. Second toss is also pure as the sophomore gets in the scoring column off the bench for head coach Jason Brandon. This run continues since it was a 16-12 contest in favor of Kindred. It's been a 20-2 run right now here for the Thompson Tommies, and they get the steal. Schwab will see this the other side of the floor. Right-handed layup up and missing the layup, and a foul after Liza Trembeth will come away with it. Foul will be assessed here on Andy Schwab, her second, team's second of the quarter. Well, right now for Thompson, how much more can they balloon this run to where it stands right now as it is. A 20-2 run here for the Tommies over the last 5 minutes and change here for Thompson. As Schwabe, Hurst, got Calling, Nora Goulet, and Sage on the floor here for Thompson. Collins McQuillan will leave it to Ivy Trembeth, now to Nipstead, and Schwabe gets the steal. Schwabe's got daylight in front of her. Transition, layup up and in for 2. Schwabe's got 6. Liza Trembeth also on the floor. We mentioned Odegaard as well here for the Kindred Vikings. Kindred with their largest deficit as it stands, 34-18, right-hand side to Ivy Trembeth. Trembeth will see it right wing to Odegaard. Odegaard will take the dribble at the high post, looking back door for Nipstead. Left-hand side to Collins as a wraparound pass. Ivy Trembeth, 3, yes! Ivy Trembeth gets her second triple here of the half. A big one from the Kindred perspective to see if that can be a little shot in the arm late in the first half of play. Schwabe, right-hand side, sees it to Sage. Sage goes behind the back now to Goulet. Goulet will handle the basketball here as she gives it back to Hurst. Hurst at the left wing, 2 hard dribbles to the paint. Hurst off the side of the window, and she is fouled. Kaya Hurst, 8 points in the first quarter, looking to score here in the second. Foul will be assessed on the Kindred Vikings, their 4th, and we'll get a media timeout on the floor and let you know who the foul is when we come back. It's 34-21 Tommies here in this first half.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with space into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton. Or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Chris Moen, your Nodak insurance agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County at 701-757-1613. That's 701-757-1613 with Nodak Insurance Company. Chris Moen. Hurst free throw attempt gets that one to roll on in. Kaya Hurst now with 9 points in the contest, looking to get into double digits and be the first Tommy player to do so. They've been a balanced attack so far here for Thompson, but missing the free throw attempt. Calling saves it, but it goes to Nipstead. Nipstead gets double teamed to Ivy Trembeth. Back up the floor now for Sierra. Sierra at the right wing, trying to get by Goulet. Leaves it to Trembeth, now to McQuillan. Back to Ivy here at the right wing as Nipstead will set up the offense. As the Thompson Tommies 18 points up in the quarter compared to 5 here for Kindred. Collins McQuillan left-handed side will take the dribble on this weave now to Liza. Kate Odegaard with a little slip screen as Liza Trembeth at the right wing. Liza uses up the dribble. Back to Nipstead. Hurst gets the steal. And Kaya finds a trailing Colleen as Colleen crossing the timeline. Left-handed side, Sage, this for a three. Got it! Addie Sage with her 100th three-pointer of the season. And she's got 9. 38-21 as it stands. Left wing. Here's a step through by Odegaard long. Rebound, put back Odegaard, and she gets fouled. Odegaard to the line to shoot 2. Again back to Sage on the 3. She has now in this tournament made 8 of them, but that's her 100th made three-pointer here for Addie Sage and the senior guard. That is a just remarkable number here for the Thompson Tommy product, as the free throw attempt is up and good on the way for Kate Odegaard, as Odegaard has 4 points. Substitution as we'll make our way back into the game here with Maddie Peterson, also with Emma Mathis will check back in. Free throw attempt on the second here for Odegaard. Odegaard's had to do a lot of the dirty work for Sam Branton. Rebounds, deflections, all that type of stuff. And we get a foul here for Liza Trembeth as she was trying to get the loose ball, as Liza will pick the foul, her second, and we'll go to the other side of the floor and shoot bonus free throws here, as we'll have to shoot 2 free throws across the way as they got 5 fouls. So we'll have to go to the other end and shoot the bonus as they will make their way with the 5th. Foul will be across, and we'll get free throws here for the Thompson Tommies. And Kaya Hurst was on the box out there of Liza Trembeth. Will head to the free throw line. As for Thompson right now, 4 of 6 from the free throw line to shoot 2. Here's Kaya Hurst. As we were talking about on the last time, as Hurst goes long, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players have scored here for Jason Brend and the Thompson Tommies in this first half of play, as Hurst gets the shooter's roll. It was like a carnival game where you're trying to get it to go through on top of the Coke bottles with the little ring, and it just rim rattles and rolls all the time on out. But that time it found the bottom of the rim inside. Nipstead finds it. Mathis, three-pointer, top of the key, no. Rebound and a foul on Peterson, and Sage will now head to the line. Peterson's first. Sage will toe the stripe now. 9 points for Sage. Take a look back at Thompson. They scored 39 points against Rugby in the contest against the Panthers. They won 39-36. Last night they scored 52 against the Valley City Highlanders and came up short 60-52. And right now looking to get to that 40-point mark with a Sage free throw. And this one gets the rim rattle and roll on in for Sage. Sage now in double digits. She has 10, a 85% free throw shooter. Jason Brent talks the story about Addie Sage. He heard many years ago that there was a girl working out in the driveway, and she had cones. She was working on dribbling and different kind of dribbling moves that she could have, not just casting away from 10 to 15 feet on the driveway. And it's definitely paid off for Addie, a senior athlete of the year in Region 2. Ball will work its way up top now to Starsvik. Starsvik will see this to Trembeth. Liza taking a couple of dribbles, crossing over left to right inside the paint. Trembeth with it back up top to Nipstead. Nipstead tiptoes her way through the tulips, but missing inside the paint. Rebound comes down to Colleen. Colleen will see this now to Kaya Hurst, as Hurst and the Tommies want to give it to the right baseline. Sage, double team coming as Sage up and over on the pass left wing to Colleen. Colleen will see this left-handed side. Nipstead on top of this one. 3-1 on the weave now to Sage. Sage makes her way to the free throw line as she drives kick. Here's a Schwabe left wing triple up and off the iron. Rebound on the interior comes down to Kindred, and they want to push to Peterson. Peterson nearly with an over and back, as this will go to Nipstead. Nipstead will see it back up top. That was probably about as close as you could to an over and back there. Here's Eliza Trembeth, rainbow three-pointer off the iron long, and it will be Thompson basketball. 42.5 seconds to play here in the second quarter. The Thompson Tommies 41, the Kindred Vikings 22 here in this third place contest. That's for Thompson. Kaya Hurst will see this one up the floor. Able to do so. Bounce pass to Sage. Sage will see it to the baseline to Colleen. Colleen will handle the basketball back to Sage here. Sage will take a couple of dribbles as they will handle it back to left baseline. Here's a Colleen triple three-pointer. It's going to go long. Rebounds loose. Eventually, Eliza Trembeth will come away with it. Trembeth sees it up the floor as they will handle this one. Couple of dribbles. Trembeth inside the paint. Turnaround jumper is up and short. Rebound going to be trying to be saved for it. Does. Goes through the legs of Hurst. Right to Nipstead. Wraparound pass inside Mathis. Able to find it to Peterson. She'll launch a right wing three-pointer off the lip of the rim. Rebound to Olsen with 2 with 1, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. The Thompson Tommies lead by 19 as we head to the half, as Thompson puts up in the second quarter 24 points to Kindred 6. Back with more after this inside the Jamestown Civic Center.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we come back here on our halftime show, the Thompson Tommies with the advantage over the Kindred Vikings. Chase Miller with you. If you're enjoying the broadcast, just give it a like on our YouTube channel. You can also give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on X, Twitter, however you like to call it, or check out our complete schedule online at yourliveevent.com. Take a look at this one earlier today in the 7th place contest. The Devils Lake Firebirds, they shot the ball extremely well, 60% from the floor. They defeated Watford City 76-54 for the win for Devils Lake. Then the 5th place game, the Hazen Bison with a couple of Lauren Dahl three-pointers late in the 4th quarter, one to tie, one to take the lead, pick up the Consolation Championship with a 42-36 win over the Rugby Panthers for 5th place. That was what happened earlier today as we take a look at the first half numbers. Thompson, 17 points in the first quarter, 24 in the second. Kindred Vikings with 16 points in the first quarter and 6 in the second. Looking at the first half team numbers, Thompson shooting 48% from the floor, 6 of 13 from 3 and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Kindred 8 of 26 from the floor, 3 of 11 from the three-point line, and 3 of 6 from the stripe. Individually, Thompson led by the 11 of Addie Sage. She's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Sage, 11 points and also 6 rebounds. 10 points for Kaya Hurst with a rebound as well. You have 7 for Andy Schwab and 1 board. 6 points for Jenna Schwabe with 4 rebounds. 2 points for Nora Goulet. 2 points here for Abigail Olsen and 1 point for Claire Colling. Again, the Thompson Tommies led by the 11 of Sage and the 10 for Kaya Hurst. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, led by the 8 points of Sierra Nipstead on 4-9 shooting. Nipstead 8 points and 5 rebounds. 6 points for Ivy Trembeth with 2 3-pointers in the game. Got 4 for Kate Odegaard and 4 points for Liza Trembeth and 4 rebounds on 1 of 8 shooting from the floor with 1 steal here for Liza. The Kindred Vikings and the Thompson Tommies at the half. It's a 11 points, make that 11-point first half for Addie Sage, while an 8-point first half for Sierra Nipstead. It's Thompson 41, Kindred 22. When we come back, we'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard from across the state of North Dakota. That is next inside the Jamestown Civic Center.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
As we take a look at some other scores from across the state of North Dakota here today on YourLiveEvent.com. First, we'll start on the girls portion here in terms of the State B tournament that's going on at the Monmouth State Dome. For 7th place, Flasher defeats Edgeley Cullum Hillier 40-24, and Washburn up at Lytton HMB 52-32. A little bit later on tonight, it will be Bowman County for going up against Lewis and Clark Berthold with Benson County against Lewis and Clark Berthold for the 3rd place game championship of Central McLean and Lemoore Littrell Marion. In the EDC earlier today, Red River defeated Cheyenne in a state qualifier, and Shanley Downs West Fargo. In the WDA, Mandan Downs Jamestown, and Bismarck Legacy picks up a win over Bismarck High in state qualifier games. Championship for the EDC and the WDA a little bit later on tonight, with the boys tournament games currently in action. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here for this one. A reminder still to come after the conclusion of this game. It'll be the championship with the Valley City Highlanders going up against the Royals of South Prairie Max. South Prairie Max looking to win their first championship in program history. They came up short 2 years ago, finishing runner-up. Last year finishing in the top 4 of the state. While for Valley City, it's the second straight year that they played in the championship game, beating Thompson last season, as they will try to go 2 for 2 here for Valley City in the last 2 years if they can win a state championship. At the half, the story of this game, if you're just joining us, back and forth first quarter as both teams settle in nicely, 17-16. But if you take the last minute and 6 seconds of the first quarter and compound that with the first 4 minutes and 5 seconds of the second quarter, Thompson went on a 20-2 run. Down by 4, they would take the lead then and balloon it from a 16-12 deficit to a 32-18 advantage. They would go on a 20-2 run again during that stretch, and that has been the difference maker so far in this one. While for the Thompson Tommies, again led by the 11 points of Addie Sage, trying to really get the basketball in the cylinder well here for Thompson. And then you got 10 points for Kaya Hurst. For the Kindred Vikings, they're led by the 8 of Sierra Nipstead and the 6 by Ivy Trembet. That's a look at your first half numbers. When we come back after this, we'll get you ready for the second half of play. A reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's Thompson 41, the Kindred Vikings 22. You're on your liveevent.com.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we get you ready for the second half here on yourliveevent.com, Chase Miller with you inside the Jamestown Civic Center here in the Buffalo City, your host of the 2026 Division A Girls Basketball Tournament. As the Division B making its way up to Minot with the Bismarck Event Center next weekend going to host the State AA boys and girls at simultaneous times. Then 2 weekends from now, the State B boys will be in Minot with the State A boys on the north side of Fargo at the Fargo Dome. And once those tournaments are over 2 weeks from tonight, that means we're officially into the spring season with some golf, softball, baseball, track and field. That'll be all upcoming here before you know it for prep sports here in the state of North Dakota. For the Kindred Vikings, Liza Trembet, the senior forward, will be on the floor with Sierra Nipstead, Ivy Trembet, alongside with Odegaard and Collins McQuillan. Liza Trembet sees this one left in its side as they give it now to Ivy. Ivy with the head of steam will dribble right wing. This one goes up top. Now it goes back to the top. The key here is Thompson will match out little man pressure defense. Liza Trembet takes the slip screen. Nipstead looking for the roll, nothing there. Now they give it back to Ivy. Liza takes a couple of dribbles, looks to spin inside with the left-hand runner. No, rebound comes to Kaya Hurst. Hurst wants to push to Sage. Sage will see it at the left wing, stop and pop, college range triple, got it. Addie Sage now with 14 points, her fourth made three-pointer. She's buried one in every quarter. Right wing, Liza Trembes sees it right-handed side to Nipstead. Nipstead here at the high post, gives it back up top to Odegaard. Jumper on the way for Kate goes long. Rebound to the aforementioned Sage, and Sage wants to push. Sage will see this one on the weave. Sage stop, pop, right elbow, jumper short. Rebound here to Liza Trembeth as Liza will get this one up the floor for the Kindred Vikings. Kindred getting doubled up right now on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Liza will see this dribble pull back three-pointer off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Sage. Sage looking to go the other side of the floor, finds it here to Schwabe. Schwabe up and in for two. Schwabe's got 8, and the Tommies at 46-22 as Kindred with Liza Trembeth will handle this one off to Ivy, up top to Odegaard. Odegaard with it. She's going to drive, looking back door on the cut now to Nipstead. Sierra here makes her way inside, and we get a foul, and this will go on Thompson. Foul on the Tommies as this one will be assessed on Claire Colling. That'll be her first and the team's first here in the quarter as Nipstead to inbound the basketball, as Sierra does on the baseline. Nipstead will see this one to Liza Trembeth. Right wing triple here for Liza. Got it to go. Liza Trembeth with the three. That's her 48th of the season. Her fourth of the tournament. She's got 7. Sage, right-handed side, will see this in a floater, and this will be before the shot. No continuation. Foul assessed here on Ivy Trembeth, her third in the team's first of the quarter for the Kindred Vikings. Kaya Hurst on the inbounds, finds it to Sage, right-handed side. This one will go to Schwab. Schwab wraparound pass to Hurst, right pocket, triple short. Rebound is loose, and eventually coming away with it is Kaya. Hurst will see this couple of dribbles back to Sage here. Sage at the right wing, not a Colling. Colling will leave it back to Sage here. Deep three-pointer from the parking lot. Why not? Addie Sage buries one from 23 feet here for the Thompson Tommies. She's got 17 on the night. Left wing as they will give this one back up top here for the Vikings. Odegaard right-handed side with the bounce pass to McQuillan. McQuillan wraparound pass. Colling gets the steal. Colling will push in transition as she does. Bounce pass left-handed side. Schwab to Nipstead, got it to go. Andy Schwab now with 9, and the run continues here for Thompson. As Thompson has a 10-2 run, make that a 10-3 run out of the break. Collins McQuillan bounce pass inside Odegaard. Odegaard with it, looking for the step through inside the paint, up and off the iron. No rebound, put back Odegaard, and there's a foul. Odegaard to the free throw line. She has 4 points. The foul will be assessed here against the Thompson Tommies. Colling will pick up the foul. That's going to be her third, team's second, and we'll get an immediate timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. 5:22 left to play in the third quarter. Thompson leads it by 26.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Today from the Jamestown Civic Center, third place contest of the State A Girls Basketball Tournament next year. Going to be back here at the Civic as well. You start taking a look at venues for the first weekend of March, and a lot are wrapped up. The WDA always at the Bismarck Event Center, the EDC at the Shack in Fargo. You got a sportsman show, it seems like, all the time the first weekend of March at the Fargo Dome. So start going through. UND hosting a collegiate hockey tournament, planning on that through the NCHC postseason, so it just starts, certain venues start being taken up a little bit as Odegaard hits the free throw attempt. She's got 5. Second free throw attempt on the way for Odegaard is short, and ball will go towards the Thompson Tommy. Substitution here for Kindred, as Starcevic will check in for Kate Odegaard. Thompson will see this one up the floor as they do. Schwabe at the right wing, bounce pass to Sage. Sage handles the basketball back to Schwabe, able to reverse it to Hurst, around the world to Goulet. Nora with the skip pass to Sage. Sage gonna make her way, bounce pass inside Schwabe. Getting on the deck is Kindred, they get the steal, but Sage gets the ball right back. Does so to Goulet, left wing, three-pointer up and short. Rebound is loose, eventually one to Starcevic. Up and over on the pass, here goes Nipstead. Nipstead, nice behind the back move. Makes her way inside the paint, looking to spin, but lost it off her shoe. And a turnover as Goulet will come away with it. Goulet with the basketball, double team comes. Calling, we'll see it now. Bounce pass to the baseline to Sage. Sage makes her way, drive kick to Goulet. Goulet right-handed side to Hurst. Hurst with it, little step through, left wing. Here's a Calling left wing, triple, got it. Claire Calling with the three. She's got 4, and the Tommies lead it by 28. Vikings will see it right-handed side on this little weave as they handle it to Mathis. Mathis back to Peterson. Peterson here at the top of the key, now to Liza Trembeth. Liza will see this one to the high post to Nipstead. Nipstead looking for the step through. Nipstead using up the dribble. Nipstead with the left hand. Good looking move for Sierra. Sierra primmed and prodded and looked everywhere. And she was able to spin and finish for 2. She has scored in every quarter now. She scored for the first time since the first quarter. She's got 10. Thompson in the front court. Sees it right inside Schwabe to the baseline, now to Hurst. Hurst makes her way on the interior, and there's a foul. Kaya Hurst to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's got 10 points on the late afternoon. Foul will be assessed on Starcevic, her first, the team's second. A reminder to turn your dials forward an hour in terms of the clocks tonight. As we spring ahead, get a little bit more daylight from across the way throughout the day, but we lose an hour of sleep as the last foul was assessed here on Starcevic. Again, for the Kindred Vikings. Coming out will be Schwabe. Schwab able to return for Jason Brent's crew. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. Hurst with 11 points here as the Thompson Tommies lead it 55-28. Ball will go right-handed side. They'll see this one on the skip up top to Peterson. Now to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth takes the screen as they take a couple of dribbles. Trembeth here at the top. Looks for a teammate. Ashe will handle this one. Trembeth gets the ball to the baseline. Starcevic will see it here. Back to Liza. Liza with it, looking to spin. Liza gets walled off, and there's a foul. This could be on Schwab underneath. Foul will be on the aforementioned Andy Schwab. Her third, team's third. And for Jason Brent right now, you got 3 on Schwab and 3 on Calling here in terms of foul situations. As Oster will check in on the next ball for Thompson. Ball gets swung to Peterson. Peterson with it on the interior to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth turnaround jumper up and in. Liza's got 9, and the Vikings are back within 25. Sage, nice bounce pass here to Hurst. Hurst in the front court kind of looking and waiting to see everybody up the floor. Sage at the left baseline takes 2 dribbles, and there's a foul. And we'll get a immediate timeout on the floor. Foul assessed here to the Kindred Vikings and Emma Mathis. That'll be her second and the team's third. 2:58 left to play in the third. Thompson up by 25 with the ball when we return.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
Media time on the floor brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. That's Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance at 701-757-1613. As Thompson Tommies put 17 points up in the first quarter, 24 in the second, and 14 so far here in the third. As they slip it inside to Oster, blocked shot by both Nipstead and Trembeth. Oster gets on the floor and a timeout for Jason Bren to save the possession here for the Thompson Tommies. One for the Kindred Vikings, 16 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second, and so far they have 8 points in quarter number 3 here for Kindred. Thompson shoot the ball extremely well. 9 main three-pointers so far here in the contest. You have 5 of them by Addie Sage. 2 on the way for Kaya Hurst. You have 1 for Claire Colleen. Got another here for Andy Schwab again for the three-point barrage. While on the opposite side for Kindred, they've made 4 of them. You have 1 in the first quarter by Ivy Trembeth and Kate Odegaard. Ivy hit 1 in the second. Eliza Trembeth buried 1 in quarter number 3, as Thompson will see this with Kaya Hurst on the inbounds. Hurst will see it right-hand side. Good steal by Liza Trembeth, as Liza will come away with it. Liza will push in transition here as they see this right-hand side. Crossing over Trembeth with the step through, and there's a foul. Liza to the free throw line. We'll get the foul assessed here on the Thompson Tommies. This will be their 4th of the quarter, and the foul will go against Claire Colleen here, her 4th. 2 free throws upcoming for Eliza Trembeth. First free throw attempt for Eliza, swirls out. Got a substitution into the game, as coming in will be Schwabe in for the aforementioned Colleen. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way. Here for Eliza Trembeth is in out, no good. Rebound comes down to Kaya Hurst. Hurst will see this one in the front court. Able to do so for the Thompson Tommies, left and inside to Schwabe. Schwabe at the wing, bounce pass to Goulet. Goulet slips this one back up top as the Tommies will whip it around. Back to Goulet, left pocket three-pointer, up and in. Nora Goulet with the 3. She's got 5. The Tommies have buried another one. That's their 10th triple of the contest. Nipstead right wing to Collins McQuillan. McQuillan at the high post on the sweep to Starcevic. Starcevic back to Nipstead. Nipstead will take a couple of dribbles inside the paint. Double comes Starcevic, right baseline triple. Answer yes. Kaya Starcevic with the 3. That's her 6th of the season. The Vikings with the answer. Ball will go right wing as Thompson with Hurst takes a couple of dribbles. Able to give it back up top to Goulet. Goulet with it on the baseline. Here's a Sage Rainbow three-pointer long. Rebound to Liza Trembeth. As Trembeth wants to push in transition, goes behind the back. Handles this one out the right wing. Trembeth to the right baseline. Runner short. Rebound here to Sage. Sage wants to push in transition, and she's able to do so left-handed side to Goulet. Goulet will handle this one on the swing to Sage. Bounce pass right-hand side, Schwabe. Back to Sage. Nipstead able to get the steal to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth using up the dribble, and then Oster will just run into her for a foul. Jocelyn Oster with the foul, her first, team's 5th, and will shoot 2 free throws here for the Kindred Vikings. As Liza Trembeth will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 upcoming here for Kindred. Liza, 9 points in the game so far, 2 of 6 from the free throw line, as the Vikings, season low was 42 at Carrington back on January the 29th, as Kindred free throw attempt is up and in. As Trembeth now has 10 to be tied with Sierra Nipstead in terms of scoring, and those two have done a vast majority of the scoring throughout the season for those Viking fans following Kindred. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good, as Liza now has 11. Vikings down by 23. Kaya Hurst will see this here. Nipstead on top. Hurst with the basketball, gives it to Schwabe, slips it to Sage. Sage at the left of the key will stop. Pop from 3 short. Rebound going to be won by Goulet, then throws it right into nearly media row, as she just was looking for someone after the save. And Tommies will give it right back here to the Valley City Highlanders. Right back to the Kindred Vikings. Seen a couple of Valley City Highlander fans making their way inside the Civic. Nipstead, 1 hard dribble inside the paint, off the window, good for 2. Sierra Nipstead sealed her defender off. She's got 12. Vikings back within 21. Schwabe gives it to Oster. Oster front court, left and inside Sage, and Sage will slow it up here for Thompson. Skips it now to Goulet. That's Nora. Goulet bounce pass to Schwabe. Schwabe zips it now right wing to Hurst. Makes her way through the paint, up off the window for 2. Kaya Hurst has 13. Liza Trembeth front court here. Going to take a hard dribble. Sees this one now to Peterson. Peterson will give it back up top to Odegaard. Odegaard slips it left wing. Here goes Mathis. Mathis gets walled off. Looks for a teammate. Finds one to Nipstead. Nipstead with a hard couple of dribbles here at the free throw line. Step through, and there's a foul. Foul will be on number 3. That's Jenna Schwabe. Sierra Nipstead with 12 points in the contest. And the free throw line here in the tournament is 7 of 8 as the Vikings will head to the stripe. Kindred's put 15 points up on the board here in this quarter. Now make it 16 as Nipstead hits the free throw. And Sierra will have a second free throw attempt on the way. Second one is also up and in. Full court pressure defense. Sierra Nipstead gets the steal, up and in for 2. Nipstead quickly with 4 points in a row here for the Vikings, back within 19. Goulet sees it in the front court. As she does, Goulet will launch the rainbow 3. That's going to miss. Oster trying to get it, and it goes last touch off of Peterson. So good job by Oster going after the loose ball and able to deflect it off of Peterson with 1.7 left to play in the third. Can Thompson take advantage of it with the Hurst inbounds? Kaya sees this on the inbounds, zings it up top to Goulet. Goulet with the dribble shot to beat the horn is long off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. It's Thompson Tommy 60, the Kindred Vikings 41 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. This is Thompson Tommy 60, the Kindred Vikings 41. Taking a look at the numbers here, the Tommies have hit 10 3-pointers. They're 8 of 12. Make that 8 of 12 from the free throw line. 17 points for Addie Sage, 13 for Kaya Hurst. You got 9 on the way for Andy Schwab, and Jenna Schwabe has 8. Kindred, 9 of 14 from the stripe. They've hit 5 3-pointers in the game, led by the 16 of Sierra Nipstead and the 11 points here of Liza Trembeth. Ivy Trembeth has 6, Kate Odegaard with 5, and Starcevic with 3 to round up the Vikings 41. Ball gets swung to Hurst as they leave it to Schwab. Back to Kai here, left wing, little pop pass to Schwabe inside the paint for 2. Jenna Schwabe now gets into double digits, the third Tommy to reach that feat here tonight. As Liza Trembeth crossing over, weaves her way to the baseline to Collins McQuillan inside of Nipstead. Nipstead with the step through off the window, no. Rebound is loose. Eventually, Kaya Hurst will come away with it and does as Schwab quickly on the outlet to Sage. Sage with a couple hard dribbles to the paint. Right-hand scoop, no. Put back for Schwabe, and she gets fouled. Schwabe to shoot 2 here for the Tommies as the foul will be assessed here on Collins McQuillan. Her first, team's first of the fourth quarter. And the Tommies averaging 65 points per game, can nearly get there with a couple of free throws here on this possession for Schwabe, and Schwabe hits the first. Thompson 9 of 13 from the line as the Tommies will shoot free throw attempt number 2, and they will make the second one. So Schwabe hits both free throws. Nipstead will see this in the front court now for Kindred. Able to do so to the baseline. Here goes Odegaard. Odegaard at the left baseline takes a couple of dribbles up top to McQuillan. McQuillan now to Trembeth as Liza takes a hard dribble, hanging, shooting, and there's going to be a foul. Liza Trembeth will head to the stripe. Foul assessed on Kaya Hurst. Her second, team's first of the quarter, and free throws on the way here for Liza Trembeth. Liza 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 11 points here for the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year. Free throw attempt for Liza, got it to go. Now for Addie Sage, the Region 2A Senior Athlete of the Year. She's got 17 points and 5 made threes again for the Thompson Tommies. Free throw attempts will be on the way. And then going out in the back here with the foot in the semicircle for the circle here. So she had the ball and then her foot went out behind the three-point line, so she stepped out of bounds. So Kindred won't get the opportunity as she will go with 7:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's 64-42. Sage will see it right-handed side. This one will make its way and won't get a turnover here as Jenna Schwabe with the turnover will go right back here to the Kindred Vikings. For the Vikings, they will see this with Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead in the front court, takes a couple of dribbles, leaves it right inside. Collins McQuillan, right baseline three. That'll go long. Rebound, though, for Ivy Trembeth. Good hand defensively by Schwab, though, on the steal. As Schwab will make her way inside the paint. Bounce pass, left wing to Schwabe. Finds a trailing Colleen, zips it on the skip to Sage. Sage at the free throw line, back to left wing as Thompson finds it to Colleen, left of the key. Colleen left-handed side, takes the dribble. Colleen left wing, now to Schwabe. Schwabe on the skip, comes to Sage. Ball fake, Sage opens up a three. Bucket! Addie Sage now with 20 points on the afternoon. That's her 103rd made triple of the season. Liza Trembeth crossing over left to right. Liza step through back the window. No, rebound is loose, and eventually Odegaard and Schwab is on the deck with Gaia Hirsch. Schwab will come away with it. Hands it off now to Schwabe, as Schwabe will quickly go in transition. It's a 3-on-3 if they want to hurry. Schwabe, right-handed side, will see it now to Sage. Back up top, it goes to Schwab. Schwab with the basketball, and she gets fouled, and free throws upcoming. Foul will be assessed on Ivy Trembeth, her fourth, team second. And this one will actually be on the floor, so no free throw attempts. Olsen will check in for Thompson, and Schwabe will check out. Well, you got Odegaard, McQuillan, and Ivy Trembeth checking out of the game as Peterson, Mathis, and alongside with Starcevic able to return here for Kindred. Under 6 minutes to play here in this third place contest. Thompson up by 25. Bounce pass to Colleen. Colleen at the right wing, lost it for a moment. Gets the ball back to Sage. Sage left-handed side floater is up and in. Addie Sage adding to her total as she's got 22 on the evening. Liza Trembeth with the basketball. We'll see this now to Nipstead. Nipstead jumper from the right wing, book it. Sierra Nipstead with 19 points on the night. Tommies up by 24, left-handed side, Sage. Sage will see this on the skip now to Schwab. Schwab will see it to Colleen. Colleen with the dribble to the baseline, able to get the ball back as Colleen with the ball fake, zings it right wing to Schwab, high post to Olsen, back to the right-handed side to Schwab. Schwab takes the screen at the high post, leaves it off to Colleen, extra fine Hurst. Here's a right wing triple, yes! Good ball movement results in another three. The Tommies have made 12 triples here today. They lead at 72-45. Nipstead at the free throw line, looking to spin, drive, kick. Here's a Peterson rainbow triple is halfway down, rebound to Hurst. As Hurst was looking for a quick outlet, able to get this one up the floor quickly now to Colleen. Colleen makes her way to the left of the key on this 1-3-1 with Hurst. Back to Colleen, left baseline. Here's a Sage, triple is up, that'll unable to get the shooter's roll. Rebound nearly to Olsen as it goes out of bounds, and with the score 72-45 with 4:26 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Thompson Tommies lead it by 27. Media timeout on the floor.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. It is a 72-45 advantage here for the Thompson Tommies over the Kindred Vikings on this Saturday afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast. A reminder, coverage of the Region 1A, 2A, and 1B boys basketball tournaments will be right here on yourliveevent.com on Monday. Jumper by Mathis is short. Rebound comes to Schwab, and there's going to be a foul, as the foul will be assessed here to the Kindred Vikings. Just we go on Mathis, her third, team's third, as Hurst will inbound the basketball here for Thompson, as Schwab will see this in the backcourt. Nipstead on top of this 1-3-1, looking to be active, see if she can get a deflection, a steal or two up top. I don't know if you're Thompson right now with how this game played after one quarter of play back and forth, but they really settled in. The difference was that run they had late in the first quarter extending to the second quarter, and that has been the difference maker where Kindred just hasn't been able to get back within single-digit cents. Schwab at the free throw line, zips a pass inside to Colleen, saves it to Olsen to the right block, up and in for two. Colleen with the assist. Nice little tip out to Olsen here as it's 74-45. Liza Trembeth inside the paint, looking to turn. Jumper is up and in. Liza Trembeth now with 14 points here for the Vikings. Schwab right inside Sage. Sage at the right wing. Triple is up and got another one. Addie Sage just hasn't missed today from beyond the arc. She's got 25. 7th three-pointer here for Sage. Right wing, Liza Trembeth will see this. Right-handed side back to Nipstead. Nipstead with a hard dribble. There's a deflection. Sage will come away with it. Sage makes her way right-handed side as Sage will leave the pass now to Colleen. Colleen open from the left block. Got it to go. Claire Colleen has 6. For Jason Bren, going to make a couple of substitutions coming up here, and I think this is going to be the old give some of the seniors a nice round of applause from the Thompson perspective, as Starcevic will make it her way with the basketball at the left wing. Starcevic left-handed side, 20 seconds on the shot clock on the weave to Nipstead. Sierra looking for a teammate, takes a screen up and over on the inside to Liza Trembeth, who gets fouled. Trembeth to the free throw line to shoot two. 79-47, and a media timeout on the floor. 2:42 left to play here in this one, as the media timeout will get a wholesale substitutions here for Thompson, and the Tommy faithful on their feet for their respective senior 6, as Thompson just 2:42 away from picking up their 23rd win of the season. Back with more after this here inside the Civic.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
As we'll get to the substitutions here in a moment, as the realization here for Thompson is coming to fruition on the last time for the seniors to play. As Trembeth hits the free throw, she's got 15. One more free throw attempt here for Liza is going to be up and good. So Liza now with 16 points here. Oster into the game. You also have Nora Goulet, a senior. Out there is My Shack, that's Vivian, a freshman. Also able to see Nyla, that's Nora's twin, out there playing, and able to see Trembeth here for the Thompson Tommies. With it, left-handed side, Goulet, that's Nora, able to wrap it around to Trembeth. Trembeth at the left baseline here for Thompson, and Nipstead looks to get the steal, eventually does as Sierra goes up the floor. Right-handed side, layup up and in for two. Sierra Nipstead, 5 points in the quarter, got 21. Full court pressure defense as the ball gets wrapped out of bounds. Thompson will make a substitution here, as they will. You'll see another Trembeth, an 8th grader, checking in. So you got Vea into the game, and now another Trembeth will check in as Nora Goulet will check out of the contest and get a nice round of applause here for the Thompson Tommy faithful as well. Ball gets swung in right-handed side as this goes up top to Nipstead. Nipstead, top of the key, three. Halfway down, out rebound will make its way here. The Thompson Tommies with it is going to be Jocelyn Oster. Oster with it to Goulet. Goulet able to skip it back to the right-handed side as they see this one with Trembeth. Goulet left wing, that's going to be Nyla. Able to zing it now to Oster. Oster bounce pass around the world as Trembeth will see this one on the skip right-handed side. Gets the ball to the baseline here to Oster one more time. 10 seconds on the shot clock to Myshak. Went through her hands. It goes on a bounce, and it will be Kindred basketball. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Thompson Tommies 79-51. The most points that Kindred gave up this season was in the regular season to Thompson. 78 in a loss at the hands of the Tommies in Thompson. And they have now given up their most points here in this game with 79 to Thompson. As Nipstead makes her way inside, Myshak with the block shot. It will stay Kindred basketball with the clock at where it was over a 30-point contest. The clock continues to wind down here in this third-place game with running clock. Nipstead inside to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth inside the paint, up and in for two. As Trembeth now with 18 points. The Tommies will see it at the top of the key. Jason Bren getting through his players on where to go here, trying to attack this 1-3-1. They give it to Myshak on the interior. Shot is up, no rebound. Put back, Oster can't go. Odegaard will come away with it as the Vikings will push this one up the floor to Trembeth one more time. As the Thompson Tommies are going to be your third-place team here at the State A. The Kindred Vikings will end up being your fourth-place team. As with 4 seconds, Trembeth just going to weave it out to the left-handed side of Nipstead. Nipstead will hold on to it, and the Thompson Tommies pick up 2 wins here at the state tournament. A final today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 79-53. And one tip of the cap again to Eliza Trembeth, the lone senior athlete of the year here for the Kindred Vikings. Your Region 1A girls basketball champs go 1-2 at state, while the Region 2A girls basketball champs and the Thompson Tommies go 2-1 at state. Last time donning the seniors here for Jason Bren, Nora Goulet with alongside Addie Sage, Claire Calling, Kyger Hurst, Nyla Goulet, and Abby Olson as well. There's going to be awards presentation on the floor. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll get to our player of the game, play the contest, final stats and numbers, and we'll return here as the Thompson Tommies are victorious in the third-place contest, finishing the season at 23-4. Kindred finishes the year at 20-7. Back with more here inside the Civic.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at PurpleWave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Final again on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 79-53. The Thompson Tommies are your third-place team here at the State A Girls Basketball Tournament after they made 13 three-pointers here tonight. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, they are your fourth-place team. They hit 6 three-pointers. You add that up, that's 21 points, and that is part of the reason why in which Thompson picked up the victory. It's now time to get to our Play the Contest, brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer at Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Give them a call at 701-636-2119. That's 636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. The difference in this one, after Kindred led 16-12 at the 106 mark in the first quarter, the Thompson Tommies would then go on a 20-2 run over the next 5 minutes and 11 seconds of game action take a 32-18 lead, and the Thompson Tommies would then never relinquish that lead and also not allow Kindred to get back within double digits. That's our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, the three-point line here for Thompson. They go 13 of 27 from the land of three. They shoot 48%, and in doing so, they had 5 players with at least one made three-pointer. The three-point line was the connection of the game here for the Tommies, proudly providing internet, phone, cable TV service to rural areas and local communities throughout the Red River region. Discover local reliability at halsteadtel.com. That's halsteadtel.com. The three-point line is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. From there to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge, Addie Sage. She was on point. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists here in this one in 29 minutes and 15 seconds of game action, as Addie Sage nearly averaged a point a minute on 8 of 15 shooting from the floor, but she was 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. Addie Sage is our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Final numbers, Thompson shot 50% from the floor, 28 of 55, 13 of 27 from 3, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Kindred shot 37% from the floor, 6 of 19 from 3, 11 of 18 from the stripe. The Tommies, 34 rebounds, 18 assists to 13 turnovers. Kindred in this one had 23 rebounds, 5 assists to 13 turnovers. Individually, Sage again with 25. 16 points for Kaya Hurst with 5 rebounds and 4 steals on 5 of 10 shooting. 12 points here for Jenna Schwabe on 5 of 7 shooting from the floor. 9 points on the way for Andy Schwab with a couple of rebounds. He had 6 points for Claire Collin with 3 rebounds. 5 points on the way for Nora Goulet with a steal. 4 points there for Abigail Olson, and 2 points, 4 rebounds for Jocelyn Oster. Again, Thompson, 3 players in double digits, 25 of Sage, 16 of Hurst, and 12 on the way for Schwabe. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, led by the 21 points of Sierra Nipstead on 9 of 17 shooting from the floor. 21 points with a three-pointer, had 5 rebounds, 4 steals for Sierra. Liza Trembeth, 18 points, goes 7 of 12 from the free throw line with 7 rebounds and 3 steals here for Liza for the birthday girl. He had 6 points on the way for Ivy Trembeth, 5 for Kate Odegaard, and 3 points for Starcevic with 3 rebounds here for the Kindred Vikings. That's a look at your final numbers here in this contest. As we'll take a break and we come back, we'll put a ball on our third place coverage as the Thompson Tommies improve now to 23-4 on the season, while for the Kindred Vikings they drop again to 20-7. The Kindred Vikings will finish 4th place here in the state tournament, while the Thompson Tommies will finish 3rd. 5th place goes to Rugby with their 5th place goes to Hazen with their win over Rugby as the Panthers finish 6th. The 7th place team goes to Devils Lake with their win over Watford City, with a championship game still to come here later tonight inside the Civic between Valley City and South Prairie Max. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll put a bow in our third place coverage, and we'll return as the award ceremony continues here inside the Civic Center.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. Again, your final 79-53 as the Thompson Tommies pick up the win over the Kindred Vikings. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here today in this one from across the state of North Dakota for both girls and boys basketball. Girls basketball earlier today from the State B. 7th place goes to Flasher over EKM, and Washburn defeats Linton HMB for 5th. third-place game of Benson County, and then going up against Berthold, and then you have Central McLean and Lamore Litchfield Marion in the championship. EDC girls basketball, Red River defeats Cheyenne and Shanley over West Fargo in loser-out games. Mandan over Jamestown and Legacy over Bismarck in loser-out games on the girls' side. At the EDC tournament, Horace gets by Fargo North 86-64, and Legacy defeats Mandan 66-56. So Legacy and Horace are punching their way to state tournaments. Central playing Davies in another qualifier, and then you have Dickinson and Minot in another one on the boys' side as well. That is your final today here from the Jamestown Civic Center. As your final, the Thompson Tommies finish third. Coming up here on Monday, we'll have Region 1A, Region 2A, and alongside Region 1B basketball coverage here for North Dakota boys hoops. Joining us as well a little bit later on tonight for some more Section 8A boys basketball at Thief River Falls. And from there, we'll get you set for the Section 6A boys basketball tournament as Benson goes up against Park Christian at 7 o'clock tonight. Until then, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the State A girls basketball tournament here in Jamestown. Have a great rest of your weekend. Remember to move the clocks forward 1 hour, and we'll see you on Monday for more high school sports here throughout the Red River Valley.